Hey, what's up, you guys? Tati back with another review of Ring of Honor. We started off the Nightweight Commander versus Gringo Loco in a really great opening match. The fans were definitely behind it, having fun with this, and I enjoyed this too. But I do have a complaint that I think maybe people definitely notice. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form trying to fat shame anybody, but I really do feel like Gringo Loco needs to lose some weight. Now, during this match, I really felt like his conditioning was off. I felt like after every few moves, he seemed to be trying to catch his breath. And sometimes, because of that, certain moves just wasn't executing well because he just didn't seem ready. And it's just like that took some points away from the match. Now, there are a lot of big guys, even way bigger guys than Gringo Loco in the ring that can move flawlessly, that have a lot of agility, and they don't come off like they can't move around in the ring without having to catch a breather. So with this here, I do think that this is probably going to be an issue for Gringo Loco if he either gains weight or maintains the weight that he's at. I do think that it would be best if he, try to get a little bit more healthier so that he can perform better in the ring. You guys already know Commander takes the win. Huge shocker, right? Next, we had Christopher Daniels versus Daniel Garcia. Now, while I enjoyed this match, I really wish that there was a little bit of a story to this. There was nothing coming into this match. Daniel Garcia does take the win, but I'm really hoping that we get a chance to see him go back to doing Pure Rules matches. I think we really saw him more his best in that type of element. We're not seeing Shibata as often. And that's the thing, though. It's not just Shibata either. Everyone but Athena, who is holding gold. Oh, wait, let me take that back because the six-man tag champs, they're there regularly, too. So, Pure Champion, Claudio, and Samoa Joe are not featured as often. And I don't know if that's going to be a problem in the long run. They're obviously going to be at the pay-per-views, but either way, I would like to see Daniel Garcia having more Pure Rules match because I think you really got a chance to see the best out of him because he's, a wrestler, right? Next, we had the Gates of Agony versus Action Andretti and Darius Martin. This match was so good. I really enjoyed all these guys in here. Even Prince Nana ringside running his mouth is entertaining as well. Now, Gates of Agony, at first, I really wasn't sold, but these guys are so talented. And you know what? Sometimes when it comes to pro wrestling, you just gotta have patience with some people. And the thing is that they have absolutely improved in the ring, and you can really see that they've been practicing so that they can look like an actual team. Brian Cage, he had his own thing going on later on in the night. I'll talk about that in a minute. But like I said, I really appreciate the fact that you can see that Gates of Agony has improved, and they've done so well in this match. Action Andretti and Darius as well, because, they're not original tag team. They end up getting together after Dante got hurt, and they really have chemistry like as if they are a tag team. So I really like them together. When Dante get better, I would like to see those three as a trios. I think that would work really, really well for them because they have really, really great chemistry. The Gates of Agony does take the win here. I like where they're going, but I would love to see something moving along for who's going to go against the six-man tag champions at Death Before Dishonor. And it just seems like these storylines are moving super, super slow, if at all. Next, we have The Righteous and Stu Grayson versus McCray Martin, Rip Impact, and Zach Patterson. You guys, this was literally less than 2 minutes, maybe under a minute. It just was so quick. I don't really see the point of having these type of matches. We are at the point where we're still trying to get to know The Righteous and also how Stu Grayson fits with them. So having these 1 minute matches doesn't do them any favor. They ended up taking the win. Next, we had The Boys versus Big Bill and Lee Moriarty in a fun tag team match. Now, people are probably sleeping on both of these tag teams because I really do feel like they have amazing chemistry. The Boys, obviously being twins and being training together forever, they have great chemistry and they're good in the ring. Yeah, they're around to have fun and stuff like that, but don't count these guys out. They're awesome. Lee Moriarty and Big Bill, they're shown in the past few months that they have a lot of chemistry and they've been improving as well. And I really do like these guys together. Now, something's missing a little bit with these two. Maybe personality-wise, maybe we need to hear a little bit more from them. And then we'll definitely have a strong tag team. I really enjoyed this match. It was super fun. Big Bill and Lee takes the win. I like what I'm seeing with both of these teams. Next, we have a Proving Ground match. And oh my gosh, I can't stand these matches. But Athena versus Salisa Sparks. Now, Salisa actually really starts off strong in this match. She's hitting real strong at first, thinking that that's what's going to help her win. And it kind of seemed like it's going to go that way. But then Athena definitely shut that shit down and end up taking the win. I like her in this match against Athena. I would like to see much more from her. I think this ended a little quick. You know, you only got 10 minutes to take the pin. But if it had went on just a few more minutes longer, I think we would have gotten a really great match with these two girls. So it's a shame that it didn't go on too long. But I'd like to see more of her in Ring of Honor. So up next, we had Tony Nese versus JD Drake. Tony Nese and Mark Sterling comes out talking shit about the crowd and how they need to lose weight and get healthy. So instead of having a match, they should do like a group workout or whatever. And, you know, some silly shit like they always do. Now, out of the blue, we have Mark Briscoe who comes out and like, hey, this is going to be a triple threat match. Let's ring the bell. And they get into it. Now, we do see some double team action here with Tony and JD in this match. Even though it was every man for themselves, they both were trying to like get Mark Briscoe out the way so that they can do their things as originally planned. I did enjoy this match here. Surprise, surprise, Mark Briscoe takes the win. You guys aren't surprised. Now, what happens next is what really kind of threw me off for a loop here. Is after he won this match, there's a video package from Eddie Kingston. You guys know Eddie Kingston had the independent show with New Japan, and he ended up taking the belt off of Kenta. After that, he has this little video package for Mark Briscoe. Because now that he's won, he's also part of the G1 tournament as well. So he cannot compete at Ring of Honor going against Claudio Castagnoli for the world title. So now he's basically saying, Mark, wake your ass up, forget about the TV title, and go for the world title against Claudio Castagnoli. I know this is something that Jay would have wanted you to do. We all believe in you, and we know that you can end up taking that title away from Claudio. So Renee, she interviews Mark after this to see if this is something that he wants to do. And before he can even say anything about it, here comes Claudio Castagnoli looking sharp as hell, looking so good. And he's like, look, I know you. I like you. I don't have no problem with you. But just like Eddie Kingston, you need to know your limit and know that you can't take this title from me. And really, I really like this promo. Like, Claudio, I know a lot of people don't really care for him on the mic, but I really do think that he's pretty decent. He's pretty good on the mic, and I really enjoyed this here. Now, it made you feel like Mark Briscoe's definitely underdog here in this situation, but you know how talented he is, and you know he can go in the ring with somebody like Claudio. Now, the thing is that Claudio, he's just like, hey man, if you want to take this up with me at Death Before Dishonor, shake my hand. Mark shakes his hand, so now it's confirmed. We have these two in a world title match for the main event at Death Before Dishonor, and really, I'm actually liking this. I hope we get to see a few more exchanges between these two before the pay-per-view. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Either way, I am excited for this main event. I just wish there was a little bit more of a build-up with these storylines. It would make it so much more stronger, but either way, I'm looking forward to that match at the pay-per-view. So up next, we had Diamante versus Vanessa Craven. Now, I'm not sure if any of you guys know her, but she is a Canadian wrestler. If you guys ever seen the Mae Young Classic back in 2018, she was on there. She's a 6-foot wrestler. Now, she actually really looks taller than 6 foot, to be completely honest with you. Or maybe because she was in the ring with Diamante, and Diamante is short herself. But Now, unfortunately with this match, I don't feel like we got to see enough from Vanessa so that people can feel like, aside from her height and her size, that she's a threat, which is unfortunate. This match was more geared for Diamante to take the win. I would like to see Vanessa again on Ring of Honor or AEW. I do think that she has talent, but this match did not, we just didn't get a chance to see that here. Diamante ends up taking the win. I hope Vanessa comes back. So next we have a 6-man mayhem match. The winner wins $25,000. So we had Brian Cage, Shane Taylor, Willie Mack, Dalton Castle, Trent Seven, and Josh Woods. This was a fun match. I do recommend checking this out. I really thought Willie Mack was going to take the win. Earlier in the night, we did have Willie Mack talking about how happy he would be to win this match and get $25,000, and talking about all the things he would spend that money on. So for whatever reason, I kind of just believed it, and it was like, you know what? It'll be cool if he took the win. So I thought he would. We had a lot of fun here with everybody here in this match. Now, I hope we get to see Trent Seven a little bit more often. This is probably the second time we've seen him in AEW. I remember months ago he debuted on Rampage or something like that, but then I don't think we've seen him again after that in AEW. So here he is, first time in Ring of Honor this year, and it was a really great match. I loved everybody in here, but surprise, surprise, Brian Cage took the win. I wasn't expecting that. Now, I do recommend checking out this match because I think it was really fun. And you got a chance to really see what everyone is capable of doing here in this match. So, Brian Cage is $25,000 richer. So, main event. We had the Infantry and Trish Adora, and they were going against the Kingdom, including Maria. Now, out of the blue, Maria comes out and she has a doctor's note. She can't compete. So she gets someone else to get in the ring for her. And it's Layla Hirsch. We haven't seen her in a long time. I think she broke her foot sometime last year, like earlier last year. I think she broke her foot. And she's been gone this whole time. I've never even seen anything from her on social media or nothing since she had that surgery. So, to be honest, I kind of forgot about her. And that's the thing with pro wrestling. Out of sight, out of mind. Wrestlers hate getting injured because they don't want you to forget them. So, she's taking the place of Maria tonight. And I was just like, oh, shit. The Infantry is going to take the L. And they actually end up taking the L and losing. Like, I really do feel like, even though it's just the ladies going against each other, Layla being in this match definitely changes the strategy for the Infantry, because you're looking at Maria and you don't take her seriously anyway. So I thought that with Maria being in a match, that is more of a possibility that the Infantry is going to take the win, but not tonight. Now, after that match, we do have Layla, who's letting everyone know that she's here to stay in ROH, and everyone better take note. Now, when I see her, I'm excited. I want to see what she's capable of doing. And she actually looks like someone who's a threat to someone like Athena. So I would love to see her get in the ring with someone like Athena for sure. The only thing here is that with this, Layla has on a knee brace. And sometimes I feel like knee braces show... what's that word? Like vulnerability. That's something that anyone in the ring would go against her and take advantage of using, taking advantage of her having a knee brace on and using that to take control of the match and taking a win. So we'll see how things play out. Only match we got for Death Before Dishonor, which is 2 weeks away, is the main event. We have nothing else. And to be honest, I don't like that. 2 weeks away from a pay-per-view, we should have at least half the matches announced. And then whatever happens in the next 2 weeks is whatever. But, they're moving along with these pay-per-views. They don't have enough time to let things build so that people can want to buy these pay-per-views. Tony Khan, groceries are expensive. Let's get it together. Honestly, there's too many pay-per-views back to back. And this is something that is keeping... this is something that's going to be a problem. Now, ROH is supposed to be its own thing. At least it should be. So it's like... they should have already had several matches coming up at least by this point for the pay-per-view. So we'll see what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. We got to have a really great main event, at least that. I would like to see everyone who's holding gold here. I want to see Shibata on there. I want to see Samoa Joe on there. I think it probably would have been cool to have Samoa Joe versus CM Punk at the Death Before Dishonor. That would bring in some buy rates. That would definitely bring in some more eyes to the pay-per-view. But, you know, we're getting that on Collision this weekend. So it is what it is. Great show. There are some great matches here to check out if you guys want to check it out. But I'm expecting to see them cram a lot of shit in the next 2 weeks so that we can have a solid pay-per-view going on. And so far, since Ring of Honor's been back, I have yet to see a bad pay-per-view from them. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to get something good with this next pay-per-view. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll be back tomorrow with Rampage. Bye.